We thought the cabin was empty. That's what we told ourselves when we got there. Just a quiet place in the woods. No neighbors, no noise, no signal. Exactly what we wanted. Lucas found it online. Cheap, no reviews. Available immediately. We didn't think much about it. We just booked it and left the same day. The drive took almost 4 hours. The last hour was just trees and a narrow dirt road that didn't even show up on GPS. No streetlights, no houses, nothing. At one point, Lucas joked that if something happened to us, no one would ever find us. I laughed. I shouldn't have. The cabin appeared suddenly. No warning. Just sitting there in the middle of the woods like it had always been there. No lights, no fence, no other buildings nearby. Just the cabin. The door was unlocked, exactly like the message said. Key is inside. Don't lock the door at night. We read that again before going in. Don't lock the door at night. It didn't make sense, but we ignored it. Inside, everything looked staged. Too clean, too perfect. No dust, no clutter, no personal items, no photos. Nothing that made it feel like someone actually lived there. But there was something off. There were 3 mugs on the kitchen counter, still slightly wet, like they had just been washed. Lucas asked if maybe the owner had come before us. I didn't answer. It didn't feel like that. We unpacked and tried to act normal. Set up our stuff. Started recording a few clips just to remember the trip. At that point, everything still felt explainable. Strange, but explainable. That didn't last long. By midnight, the woods were completely silent. No insects, no wind, nothing. Just silence. The kind that makes your ears ring. Around 1:30 a.m., we heard it. Footsteps, outside, slow, heavy, deliberate, walking around the cabin. We froze, listening. Step, step, step. Lucas whispered that someone was out there. I checked my phone. No signal, of course. The footsteps stopped right outside the front door. Then there was a knock. Soft, controlled. Not like someone trying to get in, more like someone who knew we were already inside. We didn't move. Another knock. Slower this time. Then a voice, barely audible. You're not supposed to be here. Neither of us responded. We just sat there, staring at the door. Waiting. After a few minutes, everything went quiet again. No footsteps, no voice, nothing. Lucas said it was probably someone messing with us. But there was one problem. There was no one around for miles. We decided to check the footage we recorded earlier, just to distract ourselves. At first, it looked normal. Just us walking around, talking, unpacking. Then Lucas paused the video, zoomed in, behind us, near the hallway. There was something, a shape, standing still, watching. We slowly turned to look. There was nothing there. We checked again. The footage didn't change. Something had been there. Something we didn't see. We didn't sleep after that. We just sat there, waiting for morning. At 3:07 a.m., the lights flickered. Once, twice, then stayed on. And that's when we heard it. A door opening, inside the cabin. We looked at each other. We had checked every room earlier, every corner, except one. At the end of the hallway, there was a door, locked. We assumed it was storage. We didn't question it. Now it was open, just slightly, enough to see darkness inside. Lucas asked if I opened it. I shook my head. We walked slowly toward it. Each step felt heavier than the last, like something behind us was getting closer. Inside the room, there was a bed, old, stained. The walls were covered in scratches, deep ones. like someone had tried to claw their way out. Then we saw the names, carved into the wood, dozens of them. Some scratched out, some circled, some barely readable. We moved closer, trying to understand what we were looking at. And that's when we saw it, a name that wasn't there before. Fresh, clean cuts in the wood. It said Lucas. He didn't say anything. Neither did I. We didn't question it. We just ran, grabbed the keys, rushed to the front door, opened it, and stopped. There was a man standing there, tall, completely still, smiling. His eyes looked wrong, too dark, too empty. He tilted his head slowly and said, "You stay too long." We slammed the door shut and locked it. Didn't care about the message anymore. Didn't care about anything. The man didn't move, didn't knock, didn't leave. He just stood there, watching, through the window, for hours. He didn't blink, didn't shift, didn't react. Just stood there, waiting. We didn't speak, we didn't move. We just watched him watching us. At some point, exhaustion took over. Not sleep, just numbness. When the sun finally started to rise, we looked again. He was gone. No footprints, no signs anyone had been there, nothing. We didn't check anything else. We didn't go back to the room. We didn't pack properly. We just left. Got in the car and drove. Didn't stop until we found signal. Lucas tried calling the number from the listing. It didn't exist. We checked the website. The cabin wasn't there anymore. No listing, no photos, no owner, nothing. Like it had never existed. We told ourselves it was over, that we got out, that whatever happened stayed there. But later that night, we checked the footage again, just to make sense of it, frame by frame. Slowly, that's when we noticed something we missed. The man we saw outside. He was never outside. In every clip, he was inside the cabin, behind us, standing in the background, sometimes barely visible, sometimes clearer, but always there, watching. And in each clip, he was closer, a little closer every time, until the last frame, the moment before the camera cut out, he was right next to me. So close his face filled half the screen, looking directly into the lens, smiling. And just before the video ended, he moved. Not toward the camera, toward me.